Yeah, this is the area where everyone tries to sell you a suit or a watch. So yesterday I finished recording this really cool video about Hong Kong and going around and all the tour I did yesterday. But I realized that I didn't really share anything about trading. And so for those of you guys who want to see only the travel stuff, just go ahead a little bit and you'll see the travel video. And for the rest of you guys who are trying to grow as traders, I thought I would share a little bit of background about Hong Kong because a lot happened for me here a couple of years ago. I shared a few times how being in China and visiting a factory kind of helped me see things in a different perspective. My mindset and my way of seeing work really changed when I saw people who worked all day and pretty much didn't have a quality of life as we hope to have in life. Now, the first time I came to Hong Kong in early 2015 was for study, and I was studying here at City University of Hong Kong. This is something I didn't realize like straight in the moment back then, but I realized over time that university helped me become a better trader, and it really shaped how I'm trading today. It's not the fact of taking a course and you're going to be a good trader, or learning about economy or finance and you'll be good to trade. That's even, I think at worst, the opposite. The more you study, the worse of a trader you get sometimes. I think university made me realize how much there was outside of work and how many cool things there were in life that you could do. Whether it's going to be travel, meeting new people, going to different environment, and pretty much that's all travel around. Through university, I've had the chance to have really boring internships and jobs I really didn't like. And that kind of forced me to find other ways to be able to succeed. And trading was something I started before, but I decided to continue and to put more effort into it. I never thought first I would be a full-time trader, or that I would even trade for a living. I thought trading would be like this source of income on the side while I have a full-time job. But I quickly realized through university and through being in this kind of work environment that this would not be fulfilling, and this would be the worst thing ever. Having a job and trading on the side would not be something I would do forever. And so I had to put myself back to trading. You need these things though to realize what you want to do in life. I think not everyone is going to figure this out in university. Some people realize this later, and we'll all have our moment where we realize what we want to do and what is the best for us. And that's what I realized with university. Now, it's not really about what you study, it's more about what you experience and what things you see. Like, not everyone wants to make a living trading. Some people want to keep their full-time job, or some people are going to have different businesses, and that's also how it shifted over time. I don't want to only trade, but I want to have different businesses. And I wish I could tell you guys that I had like everything figured out since that time, and that I just had this plan of action and did everything right to come to that point today. But it's not how it happened. I think the main message here is that when you start to go all in on something, and when you start to put more effort into it, and when you decide that this is what you will do, and that like there's no other option, this is like what you will do, then you start to figure it out over time. And it took me a long time, of course, but once I made the decision to stick to trading and to become good at that, and that this was going to be a way for me to make an income, then things started to unfold, and like not crazy fast and everything good and stuff. It took a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, but the more work I put into it, the more solution I could find, and the more ways I could find to become better. And whether it's going to be through a course I found out about at some point, or I hear about something somewhere, and then I use this advice to improve. Those things figure them out over time. As much as we talk about making plans and preparing in advance and being ready for everything and working hard, a lot of it comes down to figuring it out over time and as you move forward. So you might not have the clear path on how to succeed today, but that doesn't really matter because you will figure it out. And the only thing is you have to keep the decision you've made in the beginning. If you change over time, which there's nothing wrong with, you could go to other paths in life and that's fine. But when you stick to your decision and you go through it, that's when things start to unfold. And that's when you start to find ways when you didn't find ways before. So I know this kind of sounds abstract a little bit, but this is how I've been able to use university to help me become better, and a little bit of what I did after. Hope that makes sense. Now let's get to the travel video. Check it out. Good morning, traders. Welcome back to another beautiful day in Hong Kong. I'm running a little bit late for an appointment I have with the trader at 12 p.m. So I think I'm gonna take the metro and get there as soon as possible. As always, the metro is like 2 minutes away from the place I'm staying at, which is perfect. And that makes it for an awesome way to move around the city. So this guy proposed that we meet at the center, which is a building I think I've seen before. I think I remember the name. I just have no clue where it is, but I'll try to figure it out and just walk along, and we'll see if we find a place or get lost. It's going to be a good challenge. To give you guys an idea, this is pretty much the equivalent of going in the market without a trading plan, but sometimes you have to challenge yourself and try it out, which we'll see if it works. Great meeting. Now there's always a tradition I have whenever I come to Hong Kong. I have to go see the Avenue of Star and the view of the landscape buildings in Hong Kong. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take the ferry, I think. I'll try to find my way there. I took the wrong direction, we have to go back. Now I remember, this kind of path goes to the shopping mall to go to the ferry. So I'm walking through the shopping mall looking at the people right now, and a lot of fun. That's it. So after Da Nang and all these natural places, I was in need for my fix of pollution. Here I have it with Hong Kong. Today is not that bad, but usually there's a bit more pollution. So yeah, you just have to expect it. It's always like that when you come here. So I'm headed to the place where we take the ferry to go to Tsim Sha Tsui on the other side of Hong Kong Island, so on the mainland. The reason why I'm taking the ferry is just because it's cool to look at the view, and I just don't take the ferry that often. Yeah, you just take the subway and it's faster, but ferry's gonna be good. Check out all those buildings. And we're now on the other side. Love it. So whenever you walk here, there's a lot of high school students practicing their English. They do like surveys and they ask you a bunch of questions. And that's funny. That's something you don't see anywhere else, so it's quite friendly. This thing wasn't here before. I think that's brand new. So I was told that they were doing some repairs around the Avenue of Star, which is the place I wanted to go to. I'll try to find and see if I can go another way and get my coffee for the afternoon. I don't think this was here before. That's also brand new. Yep, so that used to be the walkway. The funny thing is that last March, nothing of that even existed. Yeah, so there's a lot of construction happening here and not much to do. We cannot go anywhere. These places were open before, so I'm gonna have to find another place for my coffee or whatever. Spend the afternoon. finished a session of work. The only thing I will complain about in Hong Kong is the fact that Starbucks have Wi-Fi code for like 30 minutes. So once you've done the 30 minutes, you kind of cut off and you cannot work anymore. So after my 30 minutes, now I need to find another place to work, or I think I'll go back to the apartment. Yeah, this is the area where everyone tries to sell you a suit or a watch.
Nice place, boss. I'll give you. Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you. I'll make suits.
And that's it. That was the end of the video today. I hope you guys liked it. Please comment below what you thought. As always, give a like if you enjoyed the video today. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow again in Hong Kong. Ciao.